Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in the series of solid design principle, so in this video we will be discussing interface segregation principle. So interface segregation principle states that a class should not be forced to implement methods it doesn't need. Means a class should have small focused interfaces rather than large monolithical ones. Sometimes we implement an interface which has lot of functions and the implementing class does not require all these methods. So if we are making such interfaces, so that is something like we are violating interface segregation principle. So in other words, like our interfaces should be small in nature and they should contain only the relevant methods. It should not contain like a lot of methods in a single interface. We will be trying to understand interface segregation principle through the example. So for example, I have one interface, for example device. Okay, so and device has some methods, for example print document, then scan document, fax document, right? Now I have one concrete class, uh, set printer, and this is a basic printer which can only print the document, right? And we are implementing our interface device. And if we are implementing the device interface, we will have to override all the methods. So for example, print document, scan document, and fax document. Although printer does not support scan document and fax document, but still printer class is enforced to override these methods. So which is the violation of interface segregation principle. So while we are defining the interfaces, so interfaces should be small in nature and should contain only the relevant methods, so that concrete class should implement only those methods which are required, and the class is not enforced to override unnecessary methods. So let's try to understand this concept through the example. Here I will be starting the example with the same scenario. For example, I have one interface, that is device, and interface has method void print document, void scan document, and void fax document. Now I'm creating another class, that is printer, or let's name it basic printer. Here I am implementing the device interface, and we need to override all the abstract methods from device. Okay, so here for example we have some logic to print the document, and finally we are printing a statement, document printed. But this basic printer class does not support scan document and fax document, so we are just throwing unsupported operation exception, scanDocument is not supported. Similarly, faxDocument not supported. Now you can see like basic printer class. So unnecessarily overriding these two methods, and it's a kind of unnecessary burden on this class, which is the violation of interface segregation principle. So interface segregation principle states like our interfaces should be small and clean in nature, so that implementing class should not override unnecessary methods. So let's make the correct example by following the interface segregation principle. Uh, Let me make one package bad design, and I will copy these two classes here, and another package we can create that is for good design. Here I will be just like the bad design, we have interface with all multiple functions in the same interface. Rather, we will be creating one interface which is called printable, and here it will be containing one method void printDocument, right? Similarly, I will be creating another interface scanable, which will contain method void scanDocument. So interface scanDocument, and similarly we can have our third interface, which is faxable, and we can have function void faxDocument. Right now I am creating my class basic printer, and because this is the basic printer, so it has the functionality of printing document only. So in that case we will be implements printable, right? And now we need to implement only printDocument method, logic to print document, and document is printed. Similarly, if we have class scanner, so it is responsible to perform scanning of the document only. So in that case we will be implementing scannable, right? And now in that case this class will have to implement only one method scanDocument. So logic to scan the document, and finally we can print document is scanned, right? So you can see any concrete class, so that is not enforced to implement unnecessary methods which are not required for this. Now here, so for example we have a class multifunctional, or we can say advanced printer, right? So now this advanced printer, for example, can perform scanning of the document, printing the document, and fax the document. So in that case we can implement the required interfaces printable, scannable, and faxable, right? And in that case, so whatever the functions are coming from these interfaces we will be overriding, and logic to fax the document, document is faxed. Similarly, logic to print the document, and finally document is printed. And similarly, logic to scan the document, and document is scanned. So this is the right approach to print sorry this is the right approach to implement our application or our classes by using interface segregation principle. So I hope this example will help you to understand this design principle, and if you have any doubt you can comment, and let's meet in our next video for the next design principle. Thank you so much.